Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a spectacular day. It seems fitting in a way that 22 years ago today was the Loma Prieta earthquake, and today we're building a new building that will withstand anything that Mother Nature wants to put in our way. This will be spectacular. Today really marks an important milestone in our process of building a new children's, women's, and cancer hospital here at Mission Bay. And the first people I want to acknowledge are the people who've actually been doing all the work, all of our construction workers, all of our contractors, all of our architects, our UCSF team, represented behind me here and among all of you. Congratulations. Thank you so much for what you've done. In particular, I want to acknowledge a few people who've done extraordinary work. First, the UCSF project team, Cindy Lima and Stuart Ekblatt. Cindy and Lima, spectacular job. Cindy, Stuart. Stantec, Adgen, and Allen, this is going to be their showcase architectural work in the world, no question. DPR Construction, we're so proud of what you've done with all of the teams here. Most of all, I also want to thank our community. We're very fortunate to have such a welcoming community here in the 10th District, in this part of San Francisco. We know we leave a large footprint just looking around here, and yet our goal is to bring great value to the neighborhood. And to that end, we've been very focused on local hiring, and in fact have met and exceeded our 20% goal so far on this project. But we want to be continuing good neighbors to the people of San Francisco. So always let us know how we can do a good job or do a better job of that. But this project today would not have happened without the help of our donors. This project is not being done with state support. It's being done because of our ability to borrow money from the medical center and the incredible generosity of the donors here at UCSF. I want to acknowledge a few people. Chuck Feeney, who is not here today, but represented by Dave Smith and Gail Bianchi from Atlantic Philanthropies, major givers here. Dick and Barbara Rosenberg. Dick is the chair of the UCSF Foundation, done an extraordinary job in helping us raise money. Thank you, Dick and Barbara. Barbara and Gerson Baker started this whole thing when Barbara called me up one day and said, let's get this thing going. We'll make the first gift. And here we are with all this steel up today because of their generosity. Gerson and Barbara, thank you. And other members of our UCSF Foundation campaign cabinet, Dee Dee Wilsey, Ron Conway, Kathy Podell, we're very grateful for what you've done. So before I sweat too much up here on the stage, heck, I'm taking this thing off. I want to introduce a very special person whose gift has really made the difference for us in getting this building up. In 2001, 10 years ago, we were not in a financial position to build a new hospital. We did not have donors. We were not in a great place, but we had a vision of something great for children and women's and cancer patients, someplace that built on the tremendous synergy of the research buildings here, over here on a clinical campus. 10 years ago, we didn't have the will, but we did have a vision. And here we are 10 years later with this building up. And the person I'm about to introduce once told me, Mark, people tend to overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, but underestimate what they can accomplish in 10. And let me introduce you to the person who told me those very prescient and very true words, Mark Benioff. He and his wife, Lynn, have given the naming gift for our children's hospital. I want to welcome Mark here to the podium. Mark.
Well, thank you so much, Mark. And I also want to thank the tremendous UCSF leadership and Sam Hawgood, the Dean of the Medical School, and Sue Desmond-Hellman, the Chancellor of the University. You know, this is an incredible day for UCSF. This is an incredible day for San Francisco. This is an incredible day for all of us. Today, we're witnessing the development of a great new hospital here in San Francisco. And I want to start by thanking all the great men and women who are part of the local construction crews and the unions who have made this possible. Thank you so much for your hard work, your dedication, your effort, putting your jobs on the line, your life on the line every single day to build this magnificent structure. Thank you. I also want to thank everyone who has made such an incredible contribution to this project. And I do want to call out the incredible vision of Chuck Feeney. Chuck Feeney and Atlantic Philanthropies, without them, I can assure you, neither I nor anyone else would be standing here today. We're really indebted to Chuck Feeney's incredible vision, his leadership, and his guidance to all of us that this is a project that can get done and that through his personal support is getting done. Finally, I want to say, you know, this is an incredible time in our country. It's a time of economic distress. We saw that with the Occupy Wall Street protests that have now spread to every country in the world and every city, including ours. And we need more job creation. We need investment. We need more jobs. We need to take care of more people. And the number one industry in San Francisco is healthcare and our great hospitals here, including UCSF. Now, this is a structure that is going to employ more people. This is a project that is employing more people. We need to do more of this. It's empowered through philanthropy. It's empowered through the tremendous management and discipline of Mark Laird and his team. It's even supported by our government through creative initiatives like the Build America Bonds, which is an essential part of how this project is getting done. We need more projects like this. We need to do more here in the United States. We need to create more jobs. And right here in San Francisco, we need to be known as the number one place for healthcare in the world. And this project is getting us there. Thank you, Mark Laird, for making this happen. And finally, I want to give tremendous gratitude to a very close friend of mine, a mentor of mine. He himself is a great philanthropist, and he's come here today from Austin, Texas, where he built his own children's hospital, Dell Children's Hospital. He really was able to give me and my wife, Lynn, the encouragement and the vision and the insight that this project is important. It's the type of philanthropy that makes a difference, and saving lives can happen through a world-class children's hospital. I'd like to thank Michael Dell. Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much, everybody. This is going to be a great hospital. We can't wait to get in and start doing what everyone at UCSF does so well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. My name is Sam Hawgood. I'm the Dean of the School of Medicine, and it's my job on behalf of all of the faculty who will have the privilege of taking care of patients in this hospital to thank everyone who's had a hand in making it happen. As Mark said, we first started to think about this project almost 10 years ago. At that time, it seemed an impossibility, but impossible things happen, and we're standing here today in the topping out ceremony. The faculty and the staff of the hospital spent countless hours planning what will be a world-class hospital for the 21st century. We've had wonderful architects, construction crew who have done remarkable things working around the clock to keep us on time and on budget. We look forward to opening this hospital early in 2015, and it will be a link with the wonderful research campus you see to your right. Didi Wilsey, who chairs our campaign cabinet, I think said it right. We look forward to the day when there's a patient in the hospital here being able to look out of their windows and see the lights on in the research buildings where work will be done to bring advanced cures to the world. So thanks, everyone. And I would now like to introduce a pivotal person who has really kept this project on time. Generally, we're a pretty hard crew to keep together, and headed in the right direction, but Cindy Lima, who is the Executive Director of the UCSF Medical Center at Mission Bay, has just done a spectacular job in keeping us on point, on target, on budget, and to get this project done. Cindy.
Thank you. Wow. This is breathtaking. Really, it's breathtaking because we are here to top out a house in which we will provide caring, healing, teaching, and discovering. And like the steel beam today, this house too will rise. Rise to serve our community, whether in the birth of a healthy baby or in the cutting-edge treatment of someone suffering a relentless cancer. This is possible because of the hard work and deep commitment of hundreds of people, from nurses to neighbors, engineers to philanthropists, city officials to iron workers. It has taken an entire community to bring us to this very special milestone. And did you know that the topping out ceremony is a cherished custom of ironworkers? Celebrations of structural completions date back to 621 BC and have been traditional around the world ever since. The beam that will be lifted today holds only a fraction of the names of those involved in making these hospitals a reality. You might be wondering about the tree that's attached to the end of it, and it too has a long tradition, a symbol of good luck and hope for the future. And it also holds some very, very special artwork. Artworks created just for this occasion by the children in the UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital and adult patients in the UCSF Medical Center through our Art for Recovery program. In fact, many of our patients and their families are watching this celebration live right now over the web from the hospitals across town. So let's all turn to this camera and give them a big wave. So they can see the support and good wishes we're sending their way. While the raising of this 29-foot-long, 1,600-pound steel beam signifies that the structure has reached its height, we all know that the sky is the limit. I say this because I have seen what can happen when committed people come together to do something very important. I have witnessed the tireless efforts of a huge team, day after day, generating ideas, solving problems, getting it done. Each and every one of you has played a role, stepped up to the plate, delivered your best, and I'll tell you what, it shows. We are here today to say thank you. Thank you to each of you for your individual contributions, your tremendous collaboration on this project. You should be very proud. I know I am. I'm proud to work with you and delighted to be part of this history-making moment. Within these hospitals, the hospitals that you are building, many, many lives will be touched. Lives will be saved. Breakthroughs will happen. Most pain will be relieved, but some will not. But we will know that we did our very best to create state-of-the-art, healing, supportive environments to comfort patients and their families. The walls that will be built in this structure will house 1,000 sacred stories, real stories. They will hold the stories of Californians and beyond. They will be the stories of our families, friends, neighbors, and coworkers. And here with us today to share their family's story is my colleague Herb Musa and his 11-year-old daughter Sarah. Herb has been a lead architect on the project for years now, and I'd like to invite him and Sarah to share their story with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. I'm here today not as an architect, but as a father, a nervous father in front of you all. That I'm just indebted to UCSF and the care that they gave my daughter. So my reluctance was overcome by that indebtedness, and that's why I'm here with Sarah today. Her story really starts on April 1st, 2010. Sarah went into a seizure in the middle of the night. She had been diagnosed with periorbital cellulitis. And little did we know that infection in her eye was swelling against the brain and causing the seizure. We rushed to the ED, and I carried her body into the trauma room and laid her on the table. And the trauma team was right there. They cut her clothes off, and they stuck what seemed like 1,000 needles in her. And I realized more than ever that children are a gift from God and not to be taken for granted. Sarah was transferred to UCSF, and she spent the next 11 days in the hospital. The array of specialists and doctors and staff that treated her was stunning, and we immediately knew that she was in the best hands possible. Shortly after surgery, she started to improve. Prayers were answered. One morning after the regime of doctors, wave after wave after wave, Sarah asked me, "Dad, why are all these people coming to see me?" And I explained that, each person, each doctor is an expert on certain things, like the eyes or the brain or infections or even surgery. And she was silent for a moment. And then she looked up at me with that one open eyeball and a smile from ear to ear and said, "Awesome." Now, not long ago, I brought Sarah to work with me, and I explained, this is the place you would have come to if it would have been built. And all those sick kids you saw, they would have been here. We went to the mock-ups, and I showed her the big window and the private bathroom and all the places to put your stuff, and that big wall of knowledge and all the things you'd be able to do on it. We then went up to the real thing. We went up to the ICUs on level 4, and we looked where the garden's going to be. And we went up to level 6, and we saw the bay and the bridge and the boats. And I explained that those mock-up rooms would actually be here. And she gave me that same smile, but this time with both eyes open. And she said, "Dad, that's awesome." After Sarah was released from the hospital, I returned to work, and it was as if I had a new set of glasses on, but with the right prescription. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. And I know that I now see this building through the eyes of a father who saw his child and his family go through the most trying time of their lives. I told Cindy, I get it now. I get what this building is about. Knowing what we went through and knowing what this building is going to provide, it's like waiting for somebody to open an amazing gift and you already know what's inside. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait. I know there are many people that had a hand on making this project possible. Many have worked hard just to get to this point. Sarah and I want you to know, all of you, that this place is going to be more wonderful than you can imagine. Now, on behalf of all the children and the families that are going to come to this place, thank you. Thank you for making this the best place in the world for children to be healed and for treating children like they should be, like gifts from God. Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce a supervisor from the 10th District who we are in, Malia Cohen, to make a few remarks. Supervisor?
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, that's quite a touching story. I just want to publicly acknowledge the men and women that work hard every single day for the last year to make this a reality. And for the men and women that are going to continue to work on this project, I just want to give you a heartfelt thank you for putting your lives on the line. Thank you so much. And to our wonderful philanthropists that live in the city and live around the city, I also want to say thank you. Thank you very much for your servant leadership, showing that you do care and setting an example, not just for what's happening here in San Francisco, but what can potentially happen all across the country. And I'm very excited about the new opportunities that are going to be happening right here, because this is the beginning of promises that this community has heard from time after time for the last 40 years. And this is the precipice that we began to move forward and begin to take ownership of our future and of our city. So I'm delighted to be at the helm. I'm humbled to be standing here in front of you, and I look forward to the ribbon cutting ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Cohen. Well, we have a lot of workers here who are ready to eat lunch, but we have a little work to do beforehand because we have a beam to put into place. So I would like to ask Sarah to come back up. Do we have your box here? And do you think those guys are ready over there?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do we want to give them a signal? Are we ready over there, guys? Are they ready? Are they ready? They should be. Okay, Sarah, go ahead and tell them what to do.
Raise the beam!
Well, we're watching this drama unfold before us. It's a good time to thank all the members of the union and their representatives who are here who've made this project possible, our partners in the community, and the team who has, as been pointed out, worked tirelessly on this project for the better part of the last 6 to 7 years. So this is a great moment. Well, with great honor to people who have the courage to do that kind of work, the people who cut that beam to fit, the people who designed this, and really in honor of all the Sarahs and all the others who will be cared for in this institution. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's go have lunch.